trades Friday night. Market has just opened. Check the scanner. See what's what. Apparently, pre-market there wasn't much volume going on, so EVFM is making a little bit of noise. I'm just going to come in here and try and grab some profit from the early market spike, if you call it that. If it happens, we'll see. If not, then it's all good. It's a learning process, this whole thing. So yeah, see there's no initial upsurge like there has been. The market's just whack. Volume wise, APRE maybe. There's a little bit of volume. I'll add it to the list. CLVS. CLVS is moving. Jesus. So I want to buy the dip. Why not? I guess. It's just gonna fill me straight away and stop me out straight away. Buy order there at 255. Nothing's moving predictably here. So I am going to play the price action game to see what's moving and how it's moving. Just be a little bit patient. I mean, yeah, we just took a couple of losses here. 20 and $14 loss straight up, which is okay. Like I said, we're learning, or I'm learning, just seeing how the market's moving in these hectic times. EVFM volumes dying. It's actually not much doing anywhere, to be honest. got the low of $1.25 and $1.33 high. CTMX. CLVS. EVFM is breaking to the low. Now I've put a sell in here. I was going to say I wanted to wait for confirmation, but it's filled me. Just going to put a stop in there. So we've broken support to the downside here. We'll see if it tanks. It may range. We'll see. Risk reward ratio is not the best. So, what? Let's do this. We're risking 8 to make 10. You know. So if we break back to the upside here, we've got our stop loss set far enough away that it shouldn't be an issue. CTMX slowing down. CLVS. Again, if it breaks resistance, could be going for a slow climb on CLVS, like we saw with BBBY last night. I'm just gonna set this up just to see if it does actually work out that way. A buy order in at 265. So if we break 261 to the high, we shall see. Run flat on EVFM. APRE. APRE is just ranging. Now, we've bounced off $1.05 3 times now. A lot of sell pressure. I'd actually be tempted to take a short position here. I mean, it's bugger all volume, to be honest. You know what's going on with these candles at the moment? Very, very slow. So, CLVS, I'm going to cancel that order. You can see it's starting to range. I'm still slowly climbing here as we're ranging. EVFM very flat. Volume is just dying the ass. Probably going to get stopped out on that one. So APRE, I mean, I did say to short here on this candle. So yeah, we would have actually had a winner there. So this candle here is a strong sell indicator. The long wick at the top very short buy volume there. So, we were looking at $1.02, I believe, $1.03, bounce to the down. I mean, I don't know. You could range trade these. Would it be worth it? Probably not. You'd start to overtrade, I think. So CLVS is climbing to the up there. We've bounced yet again off of 261. So generally that's an indication to sell. But we'll wait for confirmation. Patience. See, she still could break through resistance here. Something I'm trying to work on is waiting for confirmation. So here we go. We could actually be breaking to the upside here. And I think I just got stopped out. Yes, we did. Oh no, sorry, we didn't. Oh, there you go. Had a win on the EVFM. So the breakdown here was we break through support. Very nearly could have got stopped out, but it rebounced down to the low for a $10 profit on that one. That's just with 200 shares, so yeah, just over $200 US for a $10 profit in 10 minutes. That's no leverage, obviously. If you were to use leverage, $40 in 10 minutes, it's not very bad at all. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely a lot more than a lot of people make in their day jobs. And if you were to be using an account and you were shorting, you would have to use leverage anyway, because essentially you'd be buying from the broker to short a stock. So possibility for a reversal here. There's decent volume on that last candle. So this one would have been another winner. If I had shorted when I said another $10 gain there, which obviously I didn't take. So I'm starting to pick the plays, but I'm not putting them into action. Why? I guess because I'm not confident in myself. So to me, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bounces off $1.05 here. Very strong indicator for sell. Generally on the second bounce off, I would have taken that sell position. Set your stop loss above, and hopefully take the ride down. So EVFM could continue to drop here as we're seeing right now. And with small share sizes that I'm taking, it's very hard to trim 200 shares, at these prices, especially, $1.37 share. Um, it's not really efficient or worthwhile to trim halfway through. So, which is why I'll be doing small scalps initially to try and bring the base balance higher to where we can start to buy more expensive stocks if need be. So CLVS, it did have the break through the high of 261, and we're now pulling back. So this could be a bounce, and I'm going to take a buy here purely because we've bounced, we've broken through resistance, and we've come back down. We've hit resistance, and we've bounced off it again. And I believe we're going to continue on to the up here. So we've still got this strong upline trend. So there we go. We've been filled. Set the stop loss to just below that support line. But I'm gonna look at that. We could get stopped out here already. So it's timing. So this is the second. Probably would have been better off buying here. The second bounce off of 261. But to me, I took this candle here because it was confirmation above the last high. But again, we're going to get stopped out here now. Wow. There you go. Didn't see that one coming. But again, now what a coincidence that that's exactly where I had my stop set. And it's come down, hit it before bouncing again. So this pattern here is the retest of 260. So you'd be better off buying here instead of where I did up here. So stupidly wait for the retest, then the bounce to the upside. I'm going to put another buy order here. Because I do believe it's going to continue on up here. But of course, it could be wrong. Obviously, as you can see here. I mean, this candle here, yes, it's green, but there's a lot of sell pressure. Just setting the stop loss there to VWAP. I'm thinking I might ride this one out just to see where it takes us. So there you go. So we've had the bounce off, the retest at 261 for the continuation up. So yesterday's high on CLVS was 290. So, you know, if we set the take profit to 290, that's not unrealistic. And that will give us risk reward ratio of 3 to 1. So far, so good on this one. We're just going to let it ride, I think. And see if we can hit yesterday's high. So obviously well above VWAP still here. It's moving slow, so we can check a few of these others out, see what's what. EVFM bounced off this low, which I thought it may do. So another one of those situations where we might get some ranging, see what it does at 137. If it breaks 137, I mean, we're just below VWAP right now. It's all about the price action. We'll just see what's going on. CLVS is making some nice moves, so we may hit yesterday's high. quite possible. This could be considered the final pullback. And obviously, it definitely is a key area, 290. Looking at the last highs over here, 297. So like I said, 290 is definitely not out of reach. Oops. A little bit of selling pressure coming in. Expect to see some red candles at the moment. So EVFM slowly making its way up to the resistance price of $1.37 there. So CLVS 283 on its way to 290. Starting to see some big volume. A little bit of sellers coming in there as you'd expect. But honestly, I think it's going to be futile. 284. We're looking for 85. Definitely, if it goes above 85, there's 84. Above 85, it's all the way to 90 for sure. 10 seconds left on this candle with some strong buy signal and some good volume coming in. Even though the volume profile is lessening here, there's 88. So yeah, volume profiles on the down. But buyers are still coming in. There's 87. Looking for 90, 85. I mean, obviously I could take profit here, but we're well above VWAP. VWAP is starting to curve a little, as you can see. And there you go. There's 290. Well, 291. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful play. One of my best trades so far. That's made this week worth it. You know, like this setup here. To pick this setup, this is what I'm learning to do. This is what I want. Unbelievable. So that's 291. Broke the previous day's high. So it'll be interesting to see what the price does here, whether we get a reversal to the downside or we continue on for new highs. I mean, CLVS was, you know, above $7 last month. So, I mean, these prices are nothing new. So there's 295 currently already. $297. This is probably one of those ones where I should have actually hung on for the day. You know, set a set a high, take profit, or higher, take profit, or even just let it run. Maybe even a trailing stop loss would have been ideal in this situation. But this play I'm exceptionally happy with. Just goes to show that I'm starting to know what I'm talking about. So there's 296. We'll easily see 3 here. There's 98. So now, this is one of those things, you know, do I buy a pullback? You know, like you saw here, do I buy a pullback and take the long run? I'm going to do it because why not? Crazy not to, eh? So I'm going to set my stop loss at this previous dip low there of 287. And let this one run. So we bought the dip quite comfortably. There's 95. When we hit 98, I don't see why we won't hit 3. Take profit of at 315 there, which is the last resistance point before this large dip. A couple of months ago. So there, it looks like that may have been the downturn. But we shall see. So here in Australia, it's 12:15 at night. I'd love to stay up all night and just trade and watch the charts, watch the patterns. But, you know, life as well. So this play, there is a very good possibility it will get stopped out. But if we can break the threes, I'm picking 315 for sure. But yeah, that stop may need to be a little bit lower, to be honest. An EVFM volume has just completely just been destroyed. And yeah, so you can see we're going to get stopped out here on CLVS. Unfortunately. There's another strong sell indicator. There you go. Well, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with this play. That's sort of made my night. Made a couple of stupid plays here at the start, but to be honest, you know, very good learning experience for me. So even with these large reds, so there's 4 reds there and 2 greens. With these 4 reds, this $50 win, it's, you know, brought me back to only minus $10 for the night. Happy with that. Happy with that. So obviously, $3 is where it's at for CLVS. Didn't want to push any further beyond that, which is all good. So on that note, I reckon that's enough trading for me for the night. If this just turns around, if this bounces now to 315, it's gonna suck balls because I was gonna put my stop loss lower, although it was a fair way below, wasn't it? Although I was gonna put it down to 20. So if this now continues on to 215, which it could very well do, this would be the pullback. Buying here would have been a better option. So 285 there is the new support. I mean, maybe I wait and see if we get another retest and then a bounce to the up and play that. That's how I'd want to play it. Because if this was rejected at 298 here, I'd sort of expect that this will pull back again to 285 and then a possible bounce to the up. But the way the market is going, being bearish and all, we could just see the arse fall out of it. Although, I mean, CLVS, the last 2 weeks, we've been going up. There you go, there's a new high. We just hit $3. So this will go to 315 here for sure. Or maybe we're seeing a double top. If this retests 285 and bounces, I'm going in for another buy for the long one. So actually that probably would have been a good buy there at 294. So we had a higher high here. I'm going to leave this one running and see what happens in the night. In the morning, guys, I'm sorry, we'll continue on in the morning and see where it's at, I think. Although, would like to see how it pans out. It is only 12:30. So the reason why I bought here, I was trying to buy the dip, but I was also buying to see if it would retest to this high again. And being a higher high, I would expect to have continued to the upside, which it has. So I could take the profit here at 30 or let it run its course for quite a while. It looks like we may see 315 here very shortly. Buyers aren't having it. They're like, nah, that's 312. We'll see 315 here all day. There's 13. 13. Looking for 15. So the previous candle before this one was a good buy indicator. A little bit of indecision on this one. Could go either way. So it closed indecisive, but I mean, we hit 313, so I don't see why we won't get 315, to be honest. Volume's starting to tank a little bit. There's 14. 14 looking for 15. Good looking candle. Nice volume profile. Back to 14. A lot of selling pressure on that candle. So, yeah, this still could go either way at the moment. Sellers aren't having it. So 314 is the high. We're looking for 315. Like I said, a lot of sell pressure in the previous candle. That candle there, bit of indecision, but the buyers won out, not by much. But you know, we're still sitting at the tens. Looking for 12. There's 12. Yeah, here's 15. All the way to 15. All day. 15 all the way. A lot of volume coming in. Still a lot of indecision. I'm still expecting 315 here. I don't know if you can do a trailing stop loss with Trading View on the paper account. Wow. Huge sell-off. That was probably just one large sell order. Buyers are like, nope, it's not happening. I mean, I could take the 20 profit here because it's starting to range a bit, but I still think 15 is going to happen. Just look at this volume profile. The VWAP climb. You know, the buy volume. We're back to 12 again. I'd hate to cut it at 20 now. I need to see it just jump those 3 cents to 15. There you go. There's 318. Very happy with that. Very, very happy. Two really good trades, purely based on price action. Stoked. Absolutely stoked. This $50 win off the bounce. This retest of 260, 261. The bounce. Made an error here, down 14. But we had the retest, breaking the initial break of resistance at 285. The retest at 285 with the bounce off. Where we tried to buy the dip here, and it worked well. For another $30 profit. Again, that's 30 US, so that's 80 US profit there. Which I'm not worried about. You know, I'm more worried that this price action is actually working. With a new high of 319, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this continues on further. But you know, being in Australia, 12:30 at night, I'm not going to overtrade. I'm going to leave it at that. 4 reds, 3 greens. But that finishes me $20 in the green, which I'm stoked with. Absolutely stoked, considering I took these stupid trades at the start with no basis. So on that note, guys, there's another awesome night. CLVS is just continuing to skyrocket here. Obviously, if I were trading a real account, I probably would be staying up all night at this stage and trading this. But being paper trading account, I'm happy with where I'm at, to be honest. So yeah, on that note, guys, that's Friday. Got the weekend break. We'll be back Monday night with some more action. These ones where I'm voicing, I'm at home on my home computer. I've got the mic set up. Every second week, there won't be any voiceovers because I'm recording from my camp room in a mine site with people either side of me, so I can't actually record my voice because they'll hear me. And doing night shift, day shift is very hard, but I'm still going to record. I'd rather record so I can look back and other people can look back rather than not record at all. So I'd rather record with no voiceover. But trading, we can see the price action and what's what anyway. So yeah, bear with me, guys. This is going to be a long process. Like they all say, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I'm in it for the long haul. One day I'll be looking back on these trades and laughing, or telling myself that I've made some good moves back then. And wow, sorry, shiny things distracted. This could be the break to the downside here. 325 was the high. But anyway, we'll check it out in the morning and I'll add that to this video as well. Alright guys, thanks for hanging. Peace. Guys, so just a quick recap. It's the next morning, 10 o'clock here, Saturday morning. CLVS took those two really good trades and then it peaked at 325. So very stoked with that. And then slow decline for the rest of the day to finish off at 276. So we took what we could out of this. Awesome night, really stoked with it. Couple of early losses, but a good learning process overall. Giddy up, continuing on, weekend off, and we'll be back Monday for some more trading. See yous.